Check. Check. Let's go. We live. We live. Let's go. Yo, 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 yo. Yes, sir. We in the building. We in the building. Oh yeah. We live, baby boy. We live, baby boy. É uma coisa. Hum.
Confuso na observação. Ele ona olho, daí olho flex.
Que uma. Yo, 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 yo. Okay, baby boy, we live, baby boy. Oh, let me stretch. Let me stretch. I need to stretch. My phone is literally on. Damn, can I charge my phone? Yeah, I should. Let's see, I can charge my phone. I need to. This thing sucks because it doesn't work. Ill design. Ill design. Don't damage my paper on my PC more. But I need to check the live, yeah. Right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So today, as you guys can see by the title of the slides, we are gonna be reacting to the darkest corners of the internet. So yeah, man. What else is there to say? What else is there to say? What else is there to say, bro? Hopefully, you can get some people to join in, and yeah, man. Hopefully, my mic is also good. I don't have people to help me check on it. So yeah, it's actually. Wait, what is I saying? Hey, last thing. I hate when. Don't you guys just hate when your earphones like make a noise? Or is it just me? That's just me. Like my earphones always make a note. I hate it makes a note, bro. Like, come on, dog. Stop being childish. Okay, I think so. Yeah, let's go to my scene and go check. Let's go check some darkest corners of the internet videos. I don't know if I should do this or just yeah, maybe I should. Nah, fuck it, let's do it, bro. Let's stick to my word and do it. Let's go. Let's go. The freak. The cake, the egg one day, me. Yo, I didn't surprise if I get an egg, bro. Because the decisions I've been making. YouTube, 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 YouTube. I see even thing Drewski. Our studies could have been records. Okay, who is the guy who makes okay darkest? Let's see, dark corners of the internet. Why is it in capital letters? I don't know. I'm just ooh, Nick Crowley. I love this dude's videos, bro. I love this dude's videos. Mysteries of the internet. I fell asleep literally watching this. The darkest kids TV show ever made. I actually want to see this. We have to really commit 42 minutes of our life. I really have to commit 42.
It's the winter of 1985. A family living in
Wait,
a remote region of the Philippines receives a package at their door, which contained a single VHS tape and a note
wait, can
stating
I
that the contents were
crap? Can I pause? Damn. Yo, this thing is loud. It's pretty almost.
It's the winter of 1985. A
Uh-huh.
family living in a remote region of the Philippines receives a package at their door, which
Yeah.
contained a single VHS tape and a note stating that the contents were for the children of the house. And so the kids were gathered up one by one and sat in front of the television where the tape began to play, introducing them to a brand new show called
Life with Grandpa.
This was the experience for hundreds of kids across the world, made to watch a seemingly harmless puppet show about a grandpa and his family, with most of the young viewers loving it, gladly watching this episode and the many others that would be sent later on, over and over again, blissfully unaware that what they were being shown would someday come to be known as one of the most disturbing rabbit holes in the history of children's media. This is the story of Life with Grandpa, the darkest kids show ever made.
Why?
Can harm you when Jesus is near.
Dad, I don't want you to leave.
Can I persuade you to subscribe?
Before we dive any further down this rabbit hole, I want to first thank today's video sponsor, Saley. Throughout my life, I've taken countless trips to Canada as I live right by the border, and I'm so used
I'm sorry, but I don't watch the ads, bro. My bad, bro. I support your videos, but the ads, bro.
Code
I
Crowley
get
and
it.
check
That's
it
how
out.
you
Or you
make
can
your
also
money,
scan
bro.
the code on screen right now and get started today.
But these videos are really well researched.
Fellowship dedicated to sharing.
She
Come on.
loved to play on the steep
These are so creepy.
Live with Grandpa, won't you come?
Ooh, that looks creepy though. I ain't gonna lie.
This is Life with Grandpa, a straight-to-VHS show made for children created sometime in the mid-80s. The program followed a family of humanoid puppets on their journey to teach the audience lessons loosely based on Christianity, through the use of stories, skits, and songs, acting as a guide for children to live their best possible lives for Jesus.
We're continuing with some more lessons about prayer. Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A good concept though. It's a good
Thank you,
concept.
Lord. Such sweethearts.
The show was set up in an episodic fashion, never following any main overarching storyline, and instead, each installment would be composed of a series of shorter segments, recounting past experiences from this family, with an occasional musical number thrown in here and there.
We don't have a sad God. We have a happy God who wants us to be happy too.
Unsurprisingly, the main character of the crew was Grandpa, who acted as the show's host, often being the one to teach the episode's central messages not only to his on-screen family, but to all the kids watching at home.
But it's my kite.
But wouldn't you like to pray that some poor little boy who doesn't have so many toys and blessings as you do will find your kite?
Yes, Grandpa.
As he was made to be a wise, almost religious-like figure, whose words were never questioned. Often seen by his side was his wife, Mother Maria, though for as often as she's shown, she rarely has much to say.
Yes, thank the Lord for such a good, sweet boy.
Typically only chiming in when she's reiterating Grandpa's messages to the children. And of the children, there was Davida, Techi, and Davidito, with the latter being one of the show's central figures, landing right next to or potentially even ahead of Grandpa in terms.
I ain't gonna lie, the puppets creep me out. Like, I don't know why the children even watch this, bro, in the first place. Like, I would be creeped out.
Terms of screen time, as Davidito often got his own segments and told his own stories directly to the audience.
Hello, children.
Like, you not telling me that's creepy? Like, let's be real. You telling me that ain't creepy, bro? The grandpa creeps me out, bro. I don't know.
Do you like to hear some exciting prayer adventures?
It's a nice concept, though.
This happened when I was very small.
And though it's never outright stated, it's clear that Davidito was put on a pedestal, with the child often getting special treatment and being showered in gifts, as the family clearly seemed to favor him.
Thank you, Uncle Al.
It's called a kite.
We want to give you a little surprise because you were such a good witness.
This brand new tape recorder is for you.
Thank you, Jesus.
With there never being an explanation as to why. This is the core group of Life with Grandpa, with the only other reoccurring characters being Aunt Sarah and Uncle Elf, a couple that was often shown around the house helping look after the kids. And despite this looking like something pulled straight from the depths of the Uncanny Valley, the content within the show didn't really seem all that troublesome. In fact, it appeared fairly normal, and not too unlike the many other low-budget religious shows of the time, highlighting themes like obedience.
Nothing short of right is right.
Yes, so the right thing is...
To obey.
Sharing.
Good morning, Davida. I have a surprise for you. Oh, can I see it? I would like to share my cars with you. Which ones do you like?
And loving everyone.
That's really sweet of you, David.
Nice,
Thank
a nice
you for that
concept.
nice, generous present.
What present?
That nice kiss. A kiss makes a real beautiful gift or present.
Though mixed within these fairly standard teachings, you'll find other moments that are far more unusual.
Okay.
Don't run down that gravel hill. Davida! Oh, Davida.
She's bleeding, and her cut is all covered with dirt.
And I don't even have a tissue to wipe it with. I'll just have to lick it clean and spit out the dirt.
What? Why?
The show featured a lot of strange underlying themes that seem to have nothing to do with religion, or at least not the conventional beliefs of Christianity, with one of the more obvious being its unprompted disdain for doctors.
We'll have to really pray that there won't be a scar.
Soon afterwards, There was no sign at all of the deep gash on Davida's forehead. Surely a doctor would have stitched it, but our God is still a God of miracles. Praise the Lord.
As well as its constant endorsement of spanking.
Jesus spanks us because he loves us and wants us to obey and be good.
No, that's weird. What? No, he doesn't.
We're really sorry. So if the Lord should spank you a little bit or correct you, it's for your own good. It's because he loves you and wants you to be good and obey.
And while these are certainly strange,
That's
by far the
crazy.
most glaring indication that Life with Grandpa wasn't just your typical kids show came from the program's stance on women, with the first major example coming from a song made for the young girls watching on.
So do the dishes and clean the floor, and God can show us something more. I'm ready for any job at all, whether it's great or whether it's small. I'm ready to go, ready to stay, ready my place to fill. Ready for service, lowly or great, ready to do God's will.
The message behind this song is clear.
That's the thing, bro. There are some Christians that are, I don't know, bro. They don't believe in the God, bro. They are racist. They are terrible people, bro. Totally terrible people. Like, I don't even want to be close to that Christians, bro. Like, they are just horrible, and they claim that they Christians, bro. Like, bro. Like, you're not Christian if you're gonna behave like a ritual, bro. Yeah, I don't know, bro. There are some Christians, I don't know, bro. Just use the Lord's name in vain, bro.
If you're a woman, then it's your... The message behind the song is clear. If you're a woman, then it's your job to cook, clean, and have babies. And that's about it.
That's
This
crazy.
is God's will and your sole purpose for existing. And while this ideology
That's
was certainly
crazy.
not as controversial at the time, the show took it even further, as it hammered home this idea to all the children watching on by repeating one line at the end over and over again.
Okay.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way. Trust and obey, for there's no other way. Trust and obey, for there's no other way.
Making it clear that this was a lesson that the showrunners didn't want these kids to question. But as comically offensive as this song is, it was far from the worst that the show had to offer.
Okay. It was there even worse.
It's time for our lecture song.
He's a friendly scientist, a real good friend of ours.
In another episode, we're shown a musical number about Grandpa, who's portrayed as a scientist that's always busy working, though the song is really less about him and more about his love interest.
Getting out of shape, 'cause he's in love with a robot. Watch her flick and spin.
That's it over there. Oops.
A robot with long hair and nude female breasts.
No, bro.
It's one of the most surreal things that I've ever seen on a kid show, as this thing was clearly meant to be a portrayal of Grandpa's wife and women in
That's
general,
crazy.
likening them to robots. Though unlike the previous demeaning song, this number is blatantly perverted, as it not only
That's
shows the robot
crazy.
having breasts, but it also shows Grandpa fondling them as well. And these perversions weren't even exclusive to its imagery.
That's crazy in a kid's show. Ah.
It's shocking for so many.
He puts in his key and that's when she gets excited. Yo, that's crazy.
It's shocking for so many reasons, but mainly due to the fact that this was on a show that was literally made for toddlers and young children, who are now being shown this clearly explicit content. And most disturbing of all is the realization that this sexualized material was actually nothing new to the world of Life with Grandpa.
That's crazy.
Predating the puppets, there was a little-known illustrated book series called Life of Grandpa, with the show practically being a shot-for-shot remake of this book series, featuring the same exact characters and stories. And much like the show, the series was also a religious guide created for children. In its pages, you'll find themes about morality and lessons made to guide you towards a proper way of living through this religion. But these books also had a very apparent dark side, one far worse than the show it inspired. In the chapter Real Fathers, we're shown a scene where Techi and Davidito question why they have two different skin colors, despite them being siblings, as Techi noticed that Davidito's skin appeared light brown, while hers was almost pure white, to which Grandpa then explains to them how his wife and their mother had slept with other men. See, God used Timothy and Carlos only to fuck Mama so that I could have you both. They were just like an instrument or tool that Jesus used to help create you wonderful little children for his kingdom. Just like an instrument or tool that Jesus used to help create you Mama so that I could have with other men. See, God used Timothy and Carlos only to fuck Mama so that I could have you both. They were just like an instrument or tool that Jesus used to help create you wonderful little children for his kingdom. Praise the Lord.
That's correct.
This was followed by an in-depth explanation of what that scene looked like, including images depicting the act.
On a kids show, right?
Examples like this are prevalent all throughout the pages of Life with Grandpa, with erotic material being shown constantly with no regard as to how inappropriate this is to be showing kids, which begs the obvious question. Why? Why was Life with Grandpa so blatantly perverted?
Yo, that's
well, the answer lies
crazy.
with the author of the books, and the reason for the show's existence.
Yo, that's crazy.
David Berg.
He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet.
That's crazy.
That's when Jesus is going to come back to rapture his saints.
I hate people like this, bro. We use the...
Born in 1919, David grew up a devout believer in Christianity, but wanted something more from the religion. He dreamed of one day starting his own group with his own teachings. And in 1968, at the ripe age of 50, he decided it was time to do just that. The group began in Huntington Beach, California, and went by many names over the years, like Teens for Christ, the Children of God, the Family of Love, the Family International, or just the Family. But regardless of its name, there was no denying what this group was. A cult.
That's exactly what I said.
Berg would find young hippies and those struggling with drug addiction and mental health issues, and convince them to join his group by stating that the end of the world was coming soon, and that they needed to follow in his path and join his family to save their souls. It was pretty standard cult ideology, but at the time it was extremely effective, with the sect amassing a staggering 10,000 members at its peak. And at first, David got by with fairly standard teachings from the Bible, although this wouldn't last. After some time, Berg began addressing his followers via frequent illustrated messages called Mo letters that featured his ramblings and teachings from the time, with Berg slowly ingraining into his members that the contents of these letters should be taken as seriously, if not more so, than the Bible. In one of these letters sent out in 1972, Berg claimed that God was going to destroy the United States and that the group needed to flee the country immediately, with Berg demanding that his followers spread out all across the globe and open up communal homes where members could live far away from the public eye. As a result, many members packed up their things and left right away, leading to roughly 130 communities being established across 70 different countries, essentially overnight. This mass migration had an extremely significant impact on the family, as it left practically the entire group outside of the United States, and more importantly, outside of the United States jurisdiction, meaning that Berg could now get away with far more than he used to. And unsurprisingly, this is where he began to tighten his control. The full-time members were made to give up all of their earthly possessions to the group and cease all contact with their family and friends who were non-believers, cutting them off from the outside world completely. And these restrictions also applied to
Yo, that's nigga, that's dude was crazy.
In his teachings, Berg denounced all forms of entertainment made outside of the cult, since he believed that this would poison the minds of his members and potentially sway them into leaving the group. And so, instead, he insisted that his followers only consume media that was produced directly by the family, with these works often being created by Berg himself or the other followers he enlisted, and then shipped directly to the members' homes, leading to hundreds if not thousands of videos, movies, and TV shows being produced and shared among the family. But for Berg, this wasn't just about providing entertainment. It was really all about controlling the minds of his group, and even more importantly, indoctrination, with his primary targets being children.
I knew it.
From birth, most kids were not shown any media other than what the cult gave their parents, with these works quite literally shaping their minds into following everything that the cult believed in without question. The main themes of these were usually things like always be happy,
More than 70 little muscles form a frowny face.
But only 14 muscles put a smile in its place on your face.
always show love, and never, under any circumstances, question your parents.
Always best to do it 'cause Daddy said so. Do it 'cause Daddy said so. Do it 'cause Daddy said so. Trust, obey, and do it 'cause Daddy said so. Do it 'cause Daddy said so. 'Cause Daddy knows best.
And Life with Grandpa was no exception, as it too was created by the family in order to instill their beliefs into its child
This is
viewers,
crazy, bro.
with the line trust and obey being hammered home time and time again, as those creating the programs didn't want their kids questioning any of the practices, and so they were teaching them to simply smile along and trust the adults. But because the group was the one producing and distributing the content, they basically had no regulations placed on them, meaning that they could include whatever they want in their shows without any repercussions, leading to many of the showrunners exploring some of the group's more controversial beliefs, which becomes extremely troublesome when you realize that the family wasn't just your standard cult, and instead, it was a sex cult.
Sure.
When you think of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, what are you thinking about? You think about a beautiful naked man and a beautiful naked woman. And what is the first thing that a beautiful naked man and a beautiful naked woman would, of course, naturally do as soon as they saw each other and nobody else around? I think just one look was all it took.
Nah, bro, this nigga's a creep.
David Berg was a deeply perverted man. The idea of sex consumed him and seeped its way into essentially all of his teachings.
I think Adam and Eve are over there behind those bushes right now, busy making, not pina colada, I think they're making some other kind of juicy.
Oh
and once his
my
followers were
days, this
outside of the
nigga
US,
is crazy.
he began to preach something he called the law of love, which
This
essentially
dude is
said that the
crazy.
family should be showing all people love, and that love should come in the form of sex.
I practice what I preach, and I preach sex, boys and girls, hallelujah.
And so he told his followers to open up their relationships to outsiders, calling the
What?
practice sharing, as you were made to share your partner in the hopes of enticing new people to join the group.
Oh
But he wasn't
my
satisfied
days.
with just this, and instead he began to mandate that the women of the group participate in something he called flirty fishing. Also known as FF, flirty fishing describes the practice of women going into bars at night in order to pick up lonely men, who they would then entertain for the night. The goal of this was to convince these men to join the family, though more realistically, the goal was also to make money, as they were made to charge for their services, with the women being told to
prostitution.
seek lonely businessmen. And this is something that Berg not only pushed heavily, but outright mandated, insisting that every woman in the group do this or face being removed from the family, even those who were married. And Berg was so serious about this that he sent every colony report forms so that they could report how much flirty fishing was being done, in order to check their statistics and make sure that they were up to par. Understandably, many women of the group were concerned by this, and wanted nothing to do with it. However, most of them had moved all the way across the world, and sacrificed all of their belongings to be in this group, meaning that their removal would leave them with nothing. They were trapped. Simply put, Berg was forcing the women of the group into prostitution, and he was shameless about it too, calling them God's whores and Christ's hookers. The worst of all, Berg knew that flirty fishing could put these women in grave danger, as he admitted to them that violent assaults were going to happen, but he said that if you want to live, simply don't resist. And if you do get hurt or even killed, that's entirely your fault, as after all, it was God's will. And this was on top of a myriad of other horrific things that Berg said that I can't even repeat here. But the man saying all of these horrific things was the same man who wrote Life with Grandpa, and he used this medium to normalize his sex cult beliefs for the children watching,
That's crazy.
which gives more context as to why women were portrayed in the way they were
Someone calling me, bro?
in these books and the show. As Life with Grandpa was breaking down the young girls watching and grooming them for a life of prostitution
Bro, I hate
that they were made
Christians
to
like
accept
these.
without question.
And obey, for there's no other way. Trust and obey.
Though the show wasn't only for preparing the kids for the perverse lifestyles they were headed for, and instead, they were already becoming well accustomed to it. Throughout his
There's nothing in the world at all wrong with, as long as it's practiced in love, no matter who or what age, or what relative or what manner. That's crazy. That is crazy. No matter what age, no matter what age, that is
letters, Berg also began to preach
crazy.
that children should be involved in these affairs and sharing as well,
That's
stating that he believed
crazy.
age should have nothing to do with it.
I hope all our young kids have plenty of. Ah, that's crazy. This nigga needs to be locked up in. He's probably dead already. He's burning in hell. Hopefully, he's burning in hell. Dirty, dirty man.
In
Needs
fact, he
to
believed that
burn in
children should be taught
hell.
about this lifestyle essentially as soon as they're born.
That's
And although, again, I
crazy.
can't read his exact words on this, Berg had declared open season on pedophilia, and much like flirty fishing, it was mandatory.
What?
The abuse that followed is unimaginable, at a scale far too large to fully know to this day. Abuse that the parents of the children not only allowed, but often participated in, with one of the more
What?
notorious large-scale accounts coming from something that the group called the Love Video. This movie was a result of Berg sending out requests to all of the parents to send him nude videos of their children dancing,
Oh
which he not
my
only took for
days.
himself, but packaged together into a long-form compilation video that was then distributed to all of the cult's members, encouraging the
Yo.
others to film similar content, with Berg going as far as creating a guide to help create the perfect video. And not only did many parents go along with this, but many clearly enjoyed it.
What?
Kira shared with us the video that just came from World Services, and it was so inspiring. It was so beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
And
bro.
for this couple specifically, this wasn't the only order that they were happily following.
This is
And it was really a
insane.
blessing too for Joe and Hobo, because they had a good chance to share also with Sally. Amen. And so the Lord's really setting us freer and freer to.
You already knew if people were wearing those glasses and had that hairstyle at that time. They were a creep, bro. I don't know, for some reason, people with that hairstyle and that glasses. Perfect example is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I don't know if I can mention his name, but the serial killer, Jeffrey D. He had the same hairstyle and the same glasses, and guess what? He ate people, bro. I don't know, bro. Is that hairstyle, bro? And that glasses. Always people with it, bro. They are psychotic. Something upstairs that I don't know. They don't have brains, bro. I don't know.
To obey and to be free and to show that sample of freedom and love to the world.
Life with Grandpa was literally created to indoctrinate kids into a pedophilic sex cult.
That's
And it makes you
crazy.
realize why exactly it and so many other of the cult's programs were hammering home this point of not questioning your parents or any adults, and to simply obey and smile.
So the right thing is
To obey.
Because the adults in their lives were now suddenly doing unimaginable things to them, and they were being groomed not to question it, making some of the show's segments horrendous in hindsight.
One very special way you can show the big people that you love them is by giving them lots of hugs, kisses, and cuddles. Oh, a child's love and affection really encourages and inspires the big people.
He was normalizing their abuse, and because of this, many children never questioned the horrible assaults that they endured, assaults that were all fueled and pushed by David Berg's sick perversions.
God created boys and girls able and able by about the age of 12 years of age.
Oh my days.
Now he's going to educate childhood sex. Yes.
Which were far from theoretical, as Berg himself allegedly partook in this practice repeatedly with his own children and stepchildren, as incest was also a key point of his teachings, and his adult followers rarely dared to question this, as those who refused to partake in Berg's latest teachings were again at risk of removal from the group, which is even more devastating for those who had children, as much like all of their possessions, their kids were pledged and belonged to the family. And the kids themselves couldn't seek help either, as those that refused to trust and obey were sent away to actual prison camps owned by the...
Hello. Yeah.
cult until they were basically reprogrammed.
They made camps. I was sent with my brother to the Philippines. We had armed guards from the Filipino military keeping us in. They would publicly beat you if you asked to leave, then try to break you and get you to confess.
And the group continuously got away with this too, thanks in large part to Berg's orchestration of the group leaving the United States, which looking back was almost certainly done on purpose. Plus, many members were actually living in hiding. In fact, all of the members were made to change their names upon joining the group, and most were told to never give out their last names, meaning that if any child wanted to report the abuse that had happened to them, they would be unable to provide even the names of their abusers. And this included Berg too, who at this point lived most of his life in hiding, going by numerous aliases to avoid detection. Aliases like King, Moses, Mo, Dad, and eventually Grandpa.
Psycho. Snake, this dude is a psycho.
The entire show was about him, David Berg, which is why he was shown as a wise, unquestioned religious-like figure who the children were made to look up to. And that wasn't all, as the characters shown alongside Berg were also members of his real-life family that lived with him in a remote commune. Mother Maria was the nickname of Karen Zerby, David's wife who helped him run the cult and facilitate this era of hypersexualization, while Aunt Sarah was based on Sarah Kelly, the woman in charge of running the prison camp made to punish the kids who dared question the family's beliefs.
Sarah Kelly, who was responsible for me being held against my will in the Philippines.
But the most grotesque detail to come from the revelation of who these characters are was that it showcased David Berg's polygamy, as he was actually married to many people in the real world, and two characters on the show itself, Mother Maria and Davida, his then 5-year-old stepdaughter.
Oh my, that's
Davida would eventually go on to tell her story, stating that she had been Berg's child bride.
And there was a ceremony with the ring and everything, and once I turned 5 years old was when I was implicated into being one of his queens, so to speak.
Along with allegations that she had been victimized by him countless times. And she wasn't the only victim of Berg's perversions. Techi was often sexualized by Berg publicly, with Berg having stories made and illustrated depicting his fantasies about her when she was just a child. On top of this, numerous people within the group also claimed that she had been outright assaulted by the hands of Berg, as well as many others in the group.
Horrible, man.
Oh, look at our pretty girls today. You're dressed in such nice dresses and your hair looks so nice. Yes, you look so pretty for all the children that are watching today.
The context of who these characters are makes this already disturbing show that much more sickening. But of all of the horrible stories to come from the real-life characters of Life with Grandpa, there's one that is far and away the most horrific. The story of Davidito.
David is such a handsome boy, isn't he, girls? Would you like for David to share some more lessons?
Yes, Grandpa.
Are you all ready? Okay, David, you have the floor.
His real name was Ricky Rodriguez, and as a baby, he was taken in as Berg's son following Maria conceiving him with a man after a night of flirty fishing. And being David's first son, he was given the nickname Davidito. As for David Berg, he viewed this child as essentially a messiah. He began telling his followers that Davidito would one day save them from the apocalypse, causing Davidito to become a celebrity within the group, and worshipped as a religious figure when he was just a baby. Which explains why he was given so much airtime during Life with Grandpa, and why he was constantly being showered with gifts.
We want to give you a little surprise because
how can you be this insane in your head?
And for David and Karen, they wanted Davidito's life and childhood to be a guide for all members of the group, as they raised him in what they believed to be the perfect manner for a godly household. And so the couple and several other contributors documented the way he was raised, with daily journal entries that were published as weekly newsletters, and eventually turned into one massive book, titled The Story of Davidito. And the family truly believed that this over 700-page book was the ultimate guide for parenting and showed the only proper way to raise a child, though what it actually showed was just how badly Davidito was being abused. Davidito is described laying next to his nude nannies, witnessing orgies involving his own mother, and being touched sexually by the adults around him, with these examples being presented through not only written stories, but actual photographs, with the adults involved having their faces removed and drawings placed over the top of them in order to hide their identities. The book was not only promoting sexual acts with children, but it was outright showing it, and showing it happen to Davidito. And because of this, we have a daily journal entry of all the abuse that this child suffered, starting when he was an infant. Despite all the heinous acts that
That's
had been going on within the
crazy,
family,
bro.
they had up until this point gone virtually unchecked by the public eye. But the story of Davidito would prove to be the first domino to fall, as the book leaked to the press.
Tonight, the cult Children of God, founded by Moses David Berg, he reportedly sanctioned sex among children.
This immediately became a news story all across the world, and it began shining a light on the family and its twisted beliefs. But despite all the constant news coverage, and the story of Davidito being tangible proof of the cult's horrible practices, there was still essentially nothing done to stop them. As very few arrests were ever made as a result, and even fewer resulted in convictions. So nothing was ever done to help Davidito. And so during his entire childhood and his early adult years, he stayed with the group. Though the older he got, the more he began to see the family for what they really were. And the constant pain that he was experiencing eventually made him want to just run away from it all. And so, in 1999, that's exactly what he did, fleeing to the United States in the hopes of starting a new life. Though this was easier said than done, and no amount of distance was enough to keep him away from his tortured past. At one point during his time in the United States, Ricky actually opened up about the struggles he was experiencing on a website made for survivors of the family. And there, he documented just how bad things really were for him and several others behind the scenes, living with Berg, appropriately titling the post, Life with Grandpa. It was apparent that he was haunted by this life that he tried to escape, as the trauma was an everyday cycle of hell, and he just couldn't take it anymore.
You know that sometimes the Lord likes to test our faith, to teach us patience, and to really make us pray? This is just what happened to me once.
Well, hey everyone. I want people to know that even though some of the things that I'm going to try to do are rather shocking and maybe not right in a lot of people's books, I want to explain some of the reasons behind it.
I think he's gonna shoot himself.
On January 7th, 2005, Ricky Rodriguez set up a video camera in his apartment and expressed his desire to kill his mother and other leaders of the group for all the dreadful things that they had done not only to him, but to all the other children, with his hope being that this would finally bring down the family once and for all.
My goal is to get those sick bucks, Ma and Peter, and you know, then I can go to the next life knowing that, you know, that I made a difference.
With Ricky going as far as to show off the various ways that he planned on torturing them.
I'm gonna have to make do. I got my drill here. Got lots of fucking duct tape.
God knows, he hears, he cares.
This
He
is
loves
bad,
his
bro.
girls and boys. He gives his very best to those who let him choose the toys.
This is bad. Yo.
By this point, David Berg had been dead for years, though the family carried on with his mother, Karen Zerby, assuming full control, which explains why she was the primary target. And much like Berg, Karen spent most of her life in hiding, with Ricky being unable to track her down, though he was able to find Angela Smith, one of the nannies responsible for raising him, as well as one of his most prominent abusers, as she was even shown in the story of Davidito assaulting him. At this point, Ricky was exhausted, and Angela was his last shot at getting intel to help him find his mother and finally carry through on his plans. And so, he invited her over for dinner, under the guise of rejoining the group.
I went home that night and tried to wait patiently for the next day. But the Lord still had more lessons that he wanted to teach me. This is what happened.
Before Ricky could even get the information he was looking for, something in him snapped, and midway through their conversation, Ricky grabbed a knife and stabbed Karen in the arm, and then slit her throat. He fled the area that night, driving for hours until he reached California, the place that years before David Berg had started the family. There, he called his ex-wife, professing to everything he did, saying that he did it mainly for his sister Techi, but he felt no better. In fact, he felt worse. And even looking back at the video, it's very obvious that this was something that Ricky didn't truly want to do, and instead he felt like he had to do it, to avenge everyone that the family had hurt.
It's bad,
I'm not trained. I don't know how to fucking do this. I don't even want to fucking do this. God damn it.
And it was too late to take back what he did. And so he stopped the car in a dark parking lot, sat there for a moment thinking about everything that had happened during his
killed
painful
himself.
life, and ended his suffering once and for all.
Boy, that's what these fuckers have done to us.
That's bad, man.
Grab a knife and cut us up, but man,
That's bad, man.
they sure fucked up our brains. That's the way it was at Grandpa and Mama's house.
That's bad.
Literally or figuratively, they're going down. So, with that happy thought, I shall leave you.
That's so bad, bro. Yo. That is so bad. Yo, that story was stuff. Yo. The things that are happening in this world are messed up.
Ricky Rodriguez's death was devastating for the community of survivors of the family, and it caused shockwaves all throughout the family itself, as his final video was plastered all over the news. And though it didn't happen in the way he expected it or wanted it to, Ricky's life and death undoubtedly contributed to the decline of the family, and helped diminish the cycle of abuse within the group. Starting from the story of Davidito, the public pressure forced Berg to outlaw the widespread abuse that he once preached. And though it is believed that it never really came to an end, it was at the very least significantly reduced. And by the time the news began to cover Ricky's death, it proved to be the final wake-up call for many still within the group, as they finally began to see through the facade that had once controlled their lives.
Like Grandpa says, prayer is powerful. When we pray, things will happen and things will be different.
It's difficult to watch any of Life with Grandpa, knowing its history, its purpose, and the real people that it was inspired by. Though as soon as the media began taking notice of the cult, many members were made to purge the media that was sent to them that may be considered incriminating. And as a result, it appears that most of Life with Grandpa is missing to this day, and potentially destroyed forever. Currently, only 4 episodes have been recovered, and it's not even known how many more were released, or even what year the show started or ended. But considering how closely the show mirrored the book, it's possible that these potentially missing and destroyed episodes are much worse than the ones we have today. But despite not knowing the full extent of the show, it's clear that Life with Grandpa and the countless other programs that the family made did exactly what they wanted them to. They brainwashed an entire generation of the cult's children, and the effects were devastating.
But they become extremely agitated when we ask them about Moses David Berg's teachings on sex.
My Little Fish. Now, your father described that as a routine publication.
They're not having sex, they're just kissing and hugging in bed. That's not sex. If you show it to other people, they don't understand. That stuff's not supposed to be publicized. So many people think sex is wrong. So many people hate us. But we just telling them the truth, or just telling them it's not wrong. We're just telling them that there's nothing wrong with it. And here comes these publicizers doing them to everybody.
Between the strange content from the program itself, its obvious attempts at indoctrinating kids into a cult that was only ever going to harm them, the real-life people behind the characters, and the fact that this propaganda was so effective, I have no doubt that Life with Grandpa is the darkest children's show that I've ever come across. Though shockingly, there's somehow one more layer to the story that makes this program even more disturbing.
What?
And now, here's the exciting ending to this story.
One thing that we haven't discussed yet is who was actually the one behind the creation of the show. There's no doubt that it's David Berg's stories and was probably done at his request, but who was the one actually making it? Well, unfortunately, most of the people who worked on the show have their identities hidden by only using their first names, or even using straight-up aliases, so I could hardly find any information on any of them, with the exception of one: Peter Puppet. Peter Puppet was sort of a celebrity within the group, being responsible for numerous puppet shows, including one called The Lovettes, which was actually far more popular than Life with Grandpa, and was even supposedly broadcast on TV in the Philippines, with the show being a disturbing rabbit hole in its own right.
Would you like to hear a story? Well then, let's go see Grandpa in the garden. Hello, children. So nice of you to visit us in the garden today.
But Peter Puppet owned this group, and was in charge of the Lovettes team, and coincidentally, the Lovettes just so happened to be credited as the producers of Life with Grandpa. So Peter Puppet was, at the very least, one of the contributing creators of the show. And he also seems to be the one in charge of performing the actual musical numbers on the show, as they featured puppets that belonged to Peter and the Lovettes team, with these segments interestingly being credited to an unknown man named Peter Pioneer.
We have a beautiful song from Peter Pioneer.
It's not a concrete link, but it's clear that Peter Puppet had a role in the show's creation and helped push the family's disturbed ideology onto hundreds of kids across the globe. But during the creation of Life with Grandpa, it seems his own beliefs were being tested. In the beginning of the video, we saw an example of the family's view on doctors.
Surely a doctor would have stitched it, but our God is still a God of miracles. Praise the Lord.
This sentiment was really common in the family, as Berg outright forbade any medicine or surgeries of any kind, instead preaching that miracles from God were the only way to heal. And because of this, many members of the family with chronic ailments or fatal illnesses were basically left to die. And one of those left suffering was Peter Puppet. His life is almost entirely a mystery, as he lived in hiding in one of the family's compounds, but according to some of the group's members, one day he noticed something in his neck, a small lump. And over the next few weeks and months, it began to slowly get bigger and bigger, to the point that Peter had to go visit a doctor in order to see what was wrong. And it was there he learned that inside of him was an aggressive tumor that was only going to get larger. The good news was the tumor was actually operable and could be removed with little risk to his life, but the bad news was surgeries were against the family's beliefs, and so he turned it down, instead opting to go back to the compound to pray the tumor away with the other members. This, however, never happened. Instead, the mass began to grow at an even faster rate, to the point that those around him could notice it, eventually leading to Peter hiding away in his room away from the others, not wanting to be seen. However, at some point during his struggle, a photograph was taken, showing the entire compound he was living with. And in the background, we see Peter, whose neck is impossibly large. From here, it's said that Peter began to beg the family to take him to get this surgery, as the tumor was quite literally suffocating him slowly, turning him against the very beliefs that he once forced upon so many children over the years. But the family forbade it, insisting that he wait for a miracle that was never going to come. With nowhere else to turn, Peter Puppet supposedly ended his own life shortly after this photograph was taken, adding the final pillar of context to Life with Grandpa, a program that can only be described as the darkest children's show ever created.
We've got to go now. Let's wave bye-bye, kids. God bless you. Come on, say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Super messed up, bro. It was super messed up, bro. Oh my days. The fact that there are things like that exist in this world, bro. Crazy. Insane, bro. That's super insane. Super insane. Oh. Tweety, tweety, tweet, tweet. Tweety, tweety, tweet. This dude makes good videos. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything for views. It's on my side. Oh. I actually want to see the streamers willing to do anything for views.
Have you seen the guy who's not?
Ooh, let's see. Come on.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there.
But just please don't do what I did. Please. Don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
Some streamers don't care about rules. They don't care if they put themselves in danger. They just want people to watch. Today, we're looking at streamers willing to do anything for views. All right, so before we continue, I want you guys to meet my fiance. Fiance?
Hello.
So we partnered with MyHeritage to sponsor this video as a paid collaboration and figure out exactly what ethnic background she has.
If you've ever wondered where you really come from, MyHeritage helps you find that out. You basically take a DNA test and it shows you where your ancestors came from and what if I have any, so
We'll see.
we'll see.
And MyHeritage is committed to its privacy policy to never sell or license your genetic data. All right, so what are you expecting to see?
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna expect Filipino, but I mean, you never know.
Alrighty, your results. Here we go. Let's go.
What's with the dramatic
Okay.
music? Hold on.
Okay, you're 84.4 Filipino, 5.1% Southeast Asian.
Huh?
Okay.
Indonesian?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, look Indonesian.
I have some Chinese in
1.6%
me.
Chinese thoughts.
I'm pretty shocked. Would not expect parts of me are from.
That's cool though. I wonder what, man.
Other people.
I wonder what.
Going on right now. Use a coupon code NORMIE. Normie became famous for suffering on camera. He would put himself through extreme challenges. Then he would live stream the experience for everyone to see. In 2024, Normie made an announcement. He was going to stay awake for 12 days straight. He wanted to set a new world record. He called it Staying Awake for 12 Days World Record Live. But the challenge didn't make sense because this record didn't exist anymore. In 1997, Guinness banned all world records for staying awake. Why? Because it was deadly. Scientific studies suggest that even small amounts of missed sleep can negatively impact our mental and physical health. Other people tried breaking the staying awake record before. Most of them ended up with health problems that lasted 10 years. And in Normie's case, the record wouldn't count, even if he pulled it off. But he didn't care. Normie set up his stream on YouTube. The goal was to go 12 days without sleeping a wink. The world was watching. At first, the stream was fun. Normie was feeling good.
World record.
But as days passed, the tiredness started to show. His speech slowed. He stared off into space. He was even hallucinating. Viewers begged him to abandon the challenge for his own safety. Some tried to find out where he was so they could send medical help.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What the What's going on anymore, man?
Eventually, YouTube started to get worried.
I would never be dead for years. Like, right now, I'm at 0 views, bro. Come on. Not sleeping for 12 days straight. Crazy. I would never ever do that in my life. Ever.
They didn't want Normie having a medical emergency on their site, so YouTube shut down the stream. At that point, Normie had already stayed awake for 250 hours. He only had 12 more hours to go. He refused to quit, so Normie set up a new live stream on Kick. Most people think Kick allows more freedom than YouTube, but even Kick thought Normie's stream was too risky, so Kick shut it down. Then they banned Normie so he couldn't start again, but he refused to give up. Normie moved to another platform, Rumble. By that point, he was barely hanging on. His brother kept him awake by splashing water on him and forcing him to stand, but somehow he made it. He stayed awake for 264 hours and 56 minutes. He beat the world record. After that, Normie slept for 38 hours straight. And surprisingly, he didn't seem to have any serious health problems. Clips from the stream went viral. Normie's name was everywhere. And Normie took it up a notch. 2 months later, Normie started something new.
Oh my days. Stop there, bro. You beat the world record. Just stop there, bro. Oh my days, bro. You beat the world record. Then stop there, bro. Why are you still continuing?
spend 30 days in complete darkness. And of course, he streamed the whole thing live. The room he stayed in was pitch black. The only reason viewers could see anything was because of an infrared camera. The room had nothing but a mattress and basic supplies. But the longer he stayed in the dark, the creepier things got. He started talking to the camera, trying to guess how many days had passed. By day 22, he was biting chunks out of the door. The viewers thought he lost his mind. Finally, it was day 30. Normie's friends pulled him out of the dark room. The audience watched as he saw light for the first time in 30 days.
Look at the sun. Where the fuck is it? It's over here. I legit don't see anything.
Normie did it all for views, and it worked. Today, he has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's still doing crazy challenges. Imagine spending 5 years in jail because of a live stream. That's what almost happened to our next streamer, Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon became really popular around 2016. He streamed himself getting into all sorts of trouble around Los Angeles. The more trouble he caused, the more views he got. Then one day he came up with a new idea. It was going to be the wildest live stream he'd ever done. In 2018, Ice launched the RV road trip. He convinced 14 streamers to hop into an RV and travel across the country. They were streaming 24/7, no breaks, no filters.
We got 14 people, 14 days. Hopefully by the end of it, hopefully in 3 days, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
It didn't take long for the RV to turn into a war zone. Fights broke out every day, and viewers egged them on. It got so bad that someone was kicked off of the RV and left in the middle of the desert. The RV was a circus, and Ice Poseidon was the ringmaster. It was like he knew the trip would be a disaster, and he engineered the chaos for views. Years after the first RV trip, Ice went on another adventure. In 2023, he flew to Bangkok, Thailand. His goal was simple: film crazy content that would blow up online. But Thailand isn't like America, and his streams were about to land him in a Thai prison. One night, Ice and his girlfriend were eating at a restaurant. Then they had a dumb idea. He wanted to wear lingerie and give his girlfriend a lap dance right there in the middle of a busy restaurant. And of course, he would stream it live.
What? What?
It was crazy, but he did it. The stream was getting views and reactions online. But there was one thing that Ice didn't consider. Thailand has some of the strictest laws about public decency. Giving a lap dance in public wasn't just offensive, it was illegal. The restaurant manager was furious. She accused them of disrespecting Thai culture. Someone called the police. By the end of the night, Ice was arrested. He was charged with distribution of obscene content. That carried a sentence of up to 5 years in a Thai prison. But Ice got lucky. He spent a couple weeks in jail and was forced to issue a public apology.
I'm being held in Thailand for the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand.
I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Zoop. No perhaps, Oompa.
Then he was released on a $12,000 bail. Ice's lap dancing stream got views, but it also got him arrested in a foreign country. Hopefully he learned his lesson. His next streamer you guys probably know, he barks like a dog, but the internet loves him for it. I Show Speed.
What did Speed do, bro?
I Show Speed is only 20, but he already has 4.2 billion views
Crazy.
online. And that's because he is unpredictable. Sometimes he barks, roars, shouts, or twerks at the webcam for no reason at all. His unpredictability made him famous, but as more people tuned in, he took his craziness to the next level. It was the 4th of July 2022, Independence Day.
Oh my
Speed decided
days.
to celebrate live on stream.
Idiot,
But his idea
bro.
of celebrating was insane. Speed lit a giant Pikachu-shaped firework
Idiot.
inside his bedroom. Not outside, not in
idiot.
the park, right in his room. Surrounded by furniture, wires, and stuff that could easily catch fire. The second he lit the fuse, sparks flew in every direction.
Idiot.
At first, Speed laughed it off, but the sparks kept flying and he panicked. It seemed the room would catch fire, but it didn't. The sparks died down and nothing caught on fire. Clips of the live stream went viral.
This is the most obvious thing not to do, but also for some reason on
Such
July
an
4th,
idiot,
all
man.
Americans become slightly dumber.
This dude is an
He
idiot.
genuinely could have burned down his house.
A Reddit user summed it up perfectly. People will do the dumbest things for internet fame. You'd think nearly starting a house fire would be a one-time thing, but not for Speed. He did it again. Fast forward to October 2023. Speed was streaming from his room. Suddenly, he pulled out another Pikachu firework.
Pikachu! Let's go!
He lit the fuse, and fireworks exploded all over his room. Sparks hit the curtain and bounced off the walls. It was everywhere. Speed grabbed a pillow, trying to block the sparks. Once again, it seemed that the room might go up in
my
flames.
days, this nigga's
Somehow,
an
he got
idiot.
lucky. The fireworks burned out before anything could catch fire. Just like last time, the video went viral. But this time, many of his fans weren't laughing. They were worried. His behavior was dangerous. If the fire caught, it could spread to other homes. Yet, Speed's fan base kept growing. People still loved them. The year after almost setting his room on fire, I Show Speed was named Streamer of the Year. This next streamer has been in and out of jail so many times, it's almost like he enjoys getting arrested.
I think
Vitaly.
he's gotten better though now. Like, he's still an idiot, but Speed has gotten better now. He's gotten better and he's not doing as risky things.
Today, Vitaly is a streamer, but when he first started out, he was a prankster. His first viral video was titled Miami Zombie Attack Prank. Vitaly dressed up as a zombie and chased random people through the streets of Miami. The video blew up and made Vitaly a star, but it also set the stage for all the chaos that came next. A few years later, Vitaly uploaded another video. It was titled Russian Hitman Prank Gone Wrong. This time, he dressed as a Russian gangster. He would walk up to random people and drop a briefcase beside them. Then he would tell them they had 60 seconds to run away from the briefcase. Naturally, people thought there was something terrifying in there, so they took off running. It wasn't long before someone called the cops. Vitaly was arrested for charges related to device threats. Eventually, the charges were dropped. When Vitaly posted the Russian Hitman video, it went viral, and he learned a twisted lesson. Breaking the law to go viral was worth the risk, so Vitaly took his troublemaking global. In 2014, Vitaly interrupted the World Cup final in Brazil. He ran across the field with the words "natural born prankster" on his chest. Security tackled him and he spent the night in jail. But he got the attention he wanted. In 2020, Vitaly flew to Egypt and climbed one of the pyramids. That was illegal too. Egyptian police arrested him. He spent 5 days in jail. Then he was deported and banned from Egypt for life. That became his pattern. Travel the world, do something illegal, get arrested, go viral, gain followers. Vitaly was an international troublemaker, but he was about to mess with the wrong country. Earlier this year, 2025, Vitaly flew to the Philippines to film there. This time he was live streaming instead of pre-recording content. It didn't take long for him to stir up drama. In one stream, Vitaly threatened to rob a woman. In another, he stole a police officer's hat and ran.
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there. And then there were other acts that he committed.
Vitaly called it content. Viewers called the police. Filipino police tracked him down and arrested him. He was labeled an undesirable alien. That's a legal term for foreigners who break local laws or disturb the peace. And as I'm making this video right now, Vitaly is being held in a detention center. He's facing multiple charges, including harassment and attempted theft. If convicted, Vitaly could spend years in a Filipino prison. He treated getting arrested like part of the job. Maybe this time he's finally gone too far. Up next is someone who will do anything to be the best. Kai Cenat. In early 2024, Kai Cenat was the king of
What am I doing? What am I doing? What did Kai do, bro?
Twitch. He had more subscribers than anyone else, and he was obsessed with being #1. But on September 30th, Kai woke up to bad news. Another streamer called VTuber Iron Mouse passed him. Iron Mouse now had about 326,000 subscribers. That was about 20,000 more than Kai. That meant Iron Mouse was now the top Twitch streamer. Kai wanted to be back on top, no matter what it took, so he came up with a plan, something guaranteed to bring in subscribers. He was going to stream for 30 days non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Kai had done a 30-day stream before, and it was exhausting, but he was willing to endure anything to be #1 again. Kai called it Mafiathon 2, and it kicked off on November 1st, 2024. Kai's room became his stage. He gamed, he sang, he hosted celebrity guests. He even slept live on camera. But after 3 weeks without a break, Kai made a disturbing announcement. He was coughing up blood.
This morning, I was coughing up blood this morning, right in the cup. If you look in that cup, this blood, this spit, I am sick. Cause my chest is all clogged.
Viewers panicked and made headlines. Most people would have ended the stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
But not Kai. He had 8 more days to hit 30. Kai was beyond tired, but he was desperate to keep people watching. He needed something shocking to hold their attention. And that's when Kai called in a magician. Kai invited a magician called Max Major onto his stream. The plan was simple. Do a few magic tricks, get some laughs, keep the energy up. But one trick went too far. As part of his act, Max set up 3 nooses on a wooden frame. It was like something used to hang criminals in the olden days. Then he told Kai to pull one of the handles in front of him. If Kai pulled the wrong one, Max could possibly lose his life.
Kai, there's 2 handles left. There's 2 ropes left. It's 50-50. When I'm ready, you're gonna pick a handle, you're gonna pull it. But this time there's a little bit more on the line.
But when Kai picked the handle and pulled, Max's body jerked into the air. Kai pulled the wrong handle. For a few horrifying seconds, everyone thought they just saw a man lose his life on camera. But it was all part of a very realistic trick. Max the magician was fine. No one was hurt. But the viewers weren't laughing. They expected a magic show. Instead, they were scared, and they blamed Kai. But Kai wasn't to blame because neither he nor his team knew the details of the prank beforehand. But controversy or not, Kai wasn't stopping the stream. And a few days later, he hit the goal. 30 days of non-stop streaming. He ended the stream with over 728,000 subscribers. That was more than double Iron Mouse's 326,000 subscribers. Kai is still one of the biggest streamers ever, and I admit he's a really entertaining dude. Even the biggest streamers do dumb things for views, just like this next story. Dr. Disrespect. No one did streaming like Dr. Disrespect. He wore sunglasses, a wig, and a fake mustache. He was always trash talking. Every live stream felt like a show, and fans couldn't get enough. In 2017, he won Streamer of the Year. Then he made a dumb decision. He was trying to get a few...
Bro, this nigga is talking about things I already know, bro. This dude is talking about things I already know, blood. I already know these things, blood. I already know these things, blood. Let's be real, blood. I already know these things, blood. I already know these things, blood. live TV screw up that can never happen again. I wanna see that. I wanna see that.
Right thing. Why is it a carb?
Live TV screw ups that can never happen again. Let's get it.
You were trying to do the right thing. Why is it a carb? You've got a cup of coffee for Jack, and you put it in a saucer. Now.
That's bad.
This is exactly why you should always let your lawyer do the talking. On an episode of Judge Judy, two young men were accused of stealing from a woman, and what one of them blurted out was all it took to confirm the crime and seal the case.
My wallet. What was in your wallet? It was $50.
Okay.
I had to press all my IDs. I had gift cards in there, my earpiece, and a calculator.
There was no earpiece in the mail.
Oh my days. Those.
All right, guys, let's get right to it then. Eddie Turner, let's start with you. Look straight into that camera. You got 30 seconds. Give us your pitch.
Well, I am extremely passionate about technology and learning.
Three men were given the chance to pitch themselves live on air in hopes of landing a job. But if you're going to take the spotlight, make sure the pressure doesn't break you.
All right, Richard Pachowski, take it away.
Hi, you're looking for someone who has more than just a focus on technology. You're looking for someone.
Come on, dude.
Who has.
Cook, babe. It's shy.
That's okay. Go for it. Tell us. Just speak to me. Like we're sitting at the dinner table. Go ahead, Richard. What do you have? What can you offer?
Damn. Just leave it.
This is the case of Hyler versus Butler. You two are married?
Yes, sir.
Been together married 2 years, together 5?
Yes.
After this man's wife took him to court for divorce, claiming he didn't make her a priority, his response pretty much proved her point and got the whole court laughing in the process.
If you are cheating, she is divorcing you.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
I mean, I don't want to get no divorce, but if that's what, what we got to do, that's what we got to do.
Do you love her?
Yes.
Are you willing to do whatever it takes to stay with her?
No.
QVC is a great show where business owners can boost their sales, or in this case, end them before they even begin.
And I'm going to do something now that makes a lot of people shy away and get quite angry. Oh, I've broken it. Look at that. I think it's because I've done it so many times today. I've been hammering it all day and now I've done it. But there you go.
There's no getting around honesty in court.
I'm gonna sell something, bro. And the product, it breaks, bro. No one's gonna buy it, bro. Oh my days. Crazy.
It's the whole point of serving justice. Well, this guy was just sticking to that one basic rule, a little too literally.
When was the last time that you were intimate with Miss Jackson? This morning.
Miss Jackson.
For life-changing insights and a dose of deep wisdom, look no further than this modern-day philosophical genius.
As the adage says, you give a poor man a fish and you feed him for a day.
Okay.
You teach him to fish.
Okay.
You give him
Because of the hot weather, Storm wasn't eating the same amount of meat as usual, and Lucy, you thought, you know what? I'm going to try Storm on vegetables.
This woman had the brilliant idea to put her dog on a completely vegetarian diet. Yep, no meat, just greens. She even claimed her dog prefers it over a normal meaty diet. So the TV hosts decided to put that claim to the test.
One is full of vegetables and one is full of meat. Storm,
Right.
Storm, we hate to put the temptation in front of you, but it's over to you.
Storm?
Right? Let her go. Let her go.
Is he going to go? Obviously. Oh, you little...
Yes.
I didn't swear.
When the daughter of a distraught couple went missing, they were approached by a wave of self-proclaimed psychics.
Of course the dog is gonna go
they could find her for the right price.
But when the case made national news,
The Houston parents say they became inundated with calls from so-called psychic detectives. They say some even showed up at their front door, promising their psychic visions could help bring Allie home.
These con artists prey on desperate people, turning heartbreak into easy money.
He guaranteed me that he'd find Allie in 3 days. I mean, what parent wouldn't be excited to hear that you're going to have your daughter home?
Inside Edition decided to call them out and crafted the perfect plan to expose the scam.
We decided to see what would happen when we asked a psychic detective to help solve a missing persons case.
I don't believe she's alive. I'm sorry. I believe that it was a violent passing.
But what Lori didn't know was that the photo our producer gave her was actually a childhood photo of me. And obviously, I'm very much alive.
But the real comedy gold came when the psychic was hit with a brutal truth. The woman she claimed was murdered, she was standing right in front of her.
Lori, I'm going to show you something. Okay?
That's bad. On live TV?
Yes. Does this girl look familiar to you?
Yes, she does. I worked this case.
This is a girl who you said was beaten and killed.
Okay.
This little girl is me. And you told somebody that she's dead.
Wait a minute. You didn't disappear?
I'm right here.
What?
Hundreds of dollars. You're taking advantage of desperate people with a bunch of hocus pocus, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You are.
Thank you.
Your poem,
You clearly
your
are.
poetry,
Right.
You
Crazy.
put in a book. You actually have 3 books here.
Right.
Tell us about each one. We're looking at Invisible Shackles here first.
What better way to promote your book than dropping a freestyle rap about it? Great idea, until it goes completely wrong and you suddenly remember that you're on live TV.
You're going to do a spoken word for us now, right?
Right.
And tell us what we're about to hear.
It's just a freestyle.
Okay.
I'm just going to think it up as I go.
Freestyle. Well, let me sit back. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay. Years ago, they tried to put me in. This is a lie.
Put the fries in the bag, buddy.
Did you want to try to read something from your book?
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live. That is, I think, it looks like Bill Murray. Is that Bill Murray over there? Yeah, that's Bill Murray. We'll be back.
While congratulating a blind contestant on American Idol, the host seemed to forget a pretty crucial detail about blind people.
We'll see where it goes. I am pumped.
As you should be.
Give you a
high five.
That's bad. Yo.
即係到入去要依家要加嘅，唔過到底會同到呢條呢，我哋一下就嚟試講啦。
Well, I was choking on a banana a couple of years ago. Remember I told you? Well, I was choking on a banana a couple of years ago. Remember I told you?
That's so unexpected.
I kid you not. Captain Awesome saved my life. Seriously.
Every guy has dated a girl who strings him along for free dinners, even though she's not actually interested. This is the only way to handle that situation.
They're very different.
That's all I need to know. Thank you. I don't have time.
No, shut. Please, let me talk.
Nah, go, bro.
See you. Have a good night.
No, but we can be friends. You don't want to be my friend.
Nope. W Chad, man.
You know,
Yeah.
40 years old. I ain't got time for that bull.
Well, you are left-handed. I noticed when you were doing your drawing.
I'm is it bisexual or is it?
I don't know if you're bisexual. Well, you could be. I don't know, Jeremy. Ambidextrous.
No, but it's not. I can't use both hands for everything.
This is how a true professional handles their phone going off during a live TV broadcast.
Rất là khó tránh khỏi. Và
You'd think news anchors are trained for flawless delivery and punctuation, but more often than not, bloopers like these do happen.
She spoke to Mr. Cunt. Mr. Hunt, in flashes of color, manipulate objects with their testicles, or tentacles rather. Oh God. Tentacles, everybody, don't get excited. elected here.
Lee Anderson defects to Reform UK. Is one of the last pricks in the so-called Tory Red Wall just crumbled away.
Were issued a warning for possession of an erotic reptile without a permit.
If you show a picture of your girlfriend to your friends, and all they say is, as long as you're happy, yeah, that's your answer right there.
The real Lisa is coming to Nigeria soon. All right. She is from America. Let me just show you her picture.
No. This one I will.
What? So you are okay with this?
He's really asleep. I don't think we're being good co-hosts right now.
Good to see you. Welcome to Fox and Friends.
I know we're not on television, so it doesn't bother me.
No, you no need to be embarrassed.
No.
This
Is
is a commercial
this honestly live?
Yeah.
In the 15 years of this program, I don't think that's ever happened.
I know.
Out of all the possible ways to describe a hot dog eating contest, she really picked this version.
65 hot dogs, you better win some money. And I mean a pretty penny. Because if I'm shoving all them wieners down me like that, I'm leaving here with something. Coming up after the break.
This bad.
Pooja, what is this behavior?
I'm sorry, I kicked it by mistake.
You can't kick it by mistake.
Then pick it up if it bothers you.
No, you will pick it up.
You don't tell me what to do.
I can tell you what to do.
You do not tell me what to do.
Yo.
You do not tell me
An
what
Indian
to do.
big
Are you
brother.
gonna hit me? Do you want it?
I don't want
Because you're
it.
asking for it. You're dying for it. Get off my back.
When you accidentally broadcast to the entire world that you might be cheating on your wife.
Why South Africa here?
For giving me this, and I appreciate my friends also, my wife and my girlfriend. Yeah, sorry to say, I'm so sorry, my wife. Listen, I love you so much.
58th annual Grammy Awards are getting ready to start. Take the stage, and it's almost about that time. Right about now.
Still 30 seconds left, bro.
Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
These are big, bro. The world is just a funny place, man. The world is just a funny place. I see us as aliens, bro. I don't know. I see human beings as aliens who just do everything, bro. Ain't gonna cap. Let's to play PUBG.
You're trying to do the right thing.
Why is it a
You've got a
carb
cup of
story?
coffee for Jack, and you put it.
You play PUBG, bro. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? 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 Come on. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? What the fuck is it? What? What the hell? What the hell?
Walaupun kailap yan, mental lang ko.
What?
Kailap sa yan, mental lang ko. Mati ay palusin. Ay palusin.
Bedtime. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play? Hey. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Wait, am I supposed to do this one? I think I'm. So. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? 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 What? What? Said I cannot play, bro. Said I cannot play PUBG, bro. Said I cannot play PUBG, bro. What? Said I cannot play PUBG, bro. Said I cannot play PUBG. Said I cannot play PUBG. Is it this one? My scripts. Bro. My Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said can I play PUBG, bro? Yes, sir, ski. It's that time. It's that time of the week. It's that time of the year. Where we gonna play PUBG? 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 Yes, we gonna play PUBG. Where we gonna play PUBG? Bro, people gotta know when to leave me alone, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like, who is you, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said that? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Even if we don't play with Voya, I don't care, bro. As long as I play PUBG. As long as we playing PUBG, bro. Think we can edit the thing? Why is there no sound? Let us quickly edit this. Can quickly edit this. Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? Who said I cannot play PUBG, bro? It's pretty cool. My heart's full of flame. Broken spirit, disparity. Let's see. Dissolution. My side. Broken sea. Nothing, nothing, nothing good in the way. No, nothing, nothing, nothing's good in my way. No brains I can sometimes. Then I will.
Our hearts are screaming.
PUBG. Woo! Hold up. PUBG. It's doing that shit again.
Too easy to
and then the chicken there. Please get away. Nothing's away. Birthday talk that a birthday. Take their hey. The pub GC got things that in our way. Things that in our way. I love this song. Gets me hyped every time. Let's get the chicken dinner, Whitney, Penny, chicken dinner. Let's get the chicken dinner. Let us get the chicken dinner. I'm locked in, bro. Yes, sir. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. We locked in. Hopefully the gameplay is smooth. Okay, yes. Okay. Here we good. Yes, sir. We good. We good. We good. Dissolution, disparity. Let's get it, let's go. Hey, I'm trying to rock in that bowl. Hey, try to shake in that bowl. Hey, let's get it, let's go. Let's get it, let's go. Thank you. Let's go there. Ah, can we just go? I need to open the biscuits. I want to open the biscuits. Come on, come on, come on. Shit, we're not making it. Hold down to the mansion. Hold down to the mansion. I'm playing uncomfortable right now. This type of weapon. Let's get the scorpion. So molding, that's not nice. Okay, that feels much better. Who's upstairs? Someone upstairs. Does it sound like he's this side? Definitely hurt him. Show yourself, brother. Why can't I see this dude? Oh my days, my game keeps clicking. Woo! Get up, get up, get up! Go, 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 go. My internet is slow. Oh, these biscuits are. Mm. Let's get the bison. Just shoot this one.
This ends now, Megatron. Price breeds. How tedious.
Do I have the scope? Hmm. We do. Let's go. Jump, bro. Isn't there a car, bro? God damn, isn't there? It is an airdrop. Let's go get a car. We need to get a car, bro. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Go, go, go. Get a flag gun. Whew. Oh my days, bro. Such a dumb move. Such a dumb move. Always get killed in the dumbest ways possible. Let me just switch this off in case I get copyrighted again. Because YouTube nowadays is sensitive. YouTube nowadays is sensitive. They wanna copyright a person for everything and anything, bro. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Like, really? Like, really? You're about to copyright me for playing a clan. Can I join the clan? Only win and only kill. Okay, so we gotta make it into this clan, bro. Only win and only kill. Let's go. That you see that motto just turned me into a beast, bro. That motto just turned me into a beast. Oh, click. That motto just turned me into a beast. Freaking bots in my lobby. Just gonna kill now. Just gonna kill. Let's go to the school. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby boy. Crap. I'm dead. I'm dead. Someone gets me, I'm dead, bro. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. You're really about to give me a crossbow? You're really about to give me a crossbow? Oh my days. He's upstairs.
This challenge.
He's upstairs. The fuck is this dude, bro? Crap! Oh my days! Oh. Ah! Maar karas me niet goed te man. En ze tent op zijn kamer naast of iemand zijn kamer. Die maakt geraas, die me niet goed te. Can me copyrighted here. Sunshine outside. To see Mr. It's easy to see. Nothing. Nothing's getting in our way. Nothing's getting in our way. Nothing that. Nothing. Here's my neck. 5 minutes to die. Let us find two transformers. This place got an update. So someone maybe.
This ends now, Megatron. Prime still breathes. How tedious.
Jesus. Focus it on. On the roof. This one. Wasting our time. Everything. I knew it. I knew that was coming. Just so. I knew that was coming. Go, 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 go. Fucking power. I knew that was coming. Go, go, go! Get out, get out. Go! Fuck. Oh. Oh my days, the lobbies are crazy. Hmm. The lobbies are crazy.
Roar for freedom.
Sure. We have to bring our A game, bro. Sure. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let's play our last game. It's insane. Sure. People are just insane now.
Broken spirit, disparity, balance bursting at the seams. Disillusion, disturbing outside. Maybe it's time we turn the tide. Fire and water combine make steam. Wind and earth can make the strongest quake. The best of us becomes a don't be too easy to say.
Hey, PUBG are insane. Crazy. Bro didn't even take a glimpse to aim, he just knew where I was.
Our hearts are screaming, beating for more.
YouTube is not what? This refresh. Yo, am I still good? I think I'm still good, I don't know. This ocean. Try checking my screen is connecting statement start to play game. You are not receiving to maintain smooth. Bro. Is my stream good? Yes or no? But what's going on? Refresh page. Am I good? If you in the stream, please let me know if I'm good. Please let me know if I'm good, bro. Please let me know if the stream's good. If you are in the stream, it's not glitching or anything, please let me know. Yes, it's fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, no. Thank you. This is the last game that I'm gonna play, bro. Yo. People are insane. He in this game now. Yo. It's the last game I'm gonna play now.
Touch.
Nothing's getting away.
There's no flash.
Put your mic off, bro. Oh my days. You don't need to hear your whole conversation. My gosh. No need to try these biscuits. These ones. I don't know if you can see. These ones. Yo. El Dante. Scrumptious. Should taste them. They're really scrumptious. If they sell it that side, it's called pesto. They're really good. Mhm. The Allah Akbar gun. Is this a sniper or what? Bro, I can't even get one of them. It's crazy. Okay, now let's switch to MG 16. This gun. I wanna change the scopes. Yeah. Why is it all of a sudden glitching? Because we're like on 42 ms now. Come on, man. You look good now. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go here. Yo, my back is sore, bro.
This ends now, Megatron. Prime still breathes. How tedious.
The frick is dead? Oh, that's where someone got the. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get out, get out. Shit. Why is bro just standing still? Oh crap. We dead. We dead. We dead. What? Fuck this game, bro. Fuck this game. Speed is power and power is what? The fuck did you just say? Man, it is what it is, man. Yeah, just end it there. Um, I didn't see it's working well. W. Didn't even see the chat, bro. Yo, well, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there, and yeah, man, it is what it is.